Sitting Pretty, where's Pretty at?
I was trying to figure out when to no, kill Pretty's at. What you was going to start? Rap Pretty's at? No, just say that. A one-liner.
They over here really feeling themselves today. This afternoon, we're coming from y'all. We got our pinkies up this lovely Saturday afternoon. We're coming from the corners of Scottsdale, Arizona. We are here at the Chic Chef Approaches book signing with Chef Neek Fields. We are here podcasting live. We live, baby. We are here podcasting live from the Chic Chef Approach book signing. How are you ladies doing in this evening?
We're doing great.
Excellent.
Good.
Who's sitting at the table? Who are we with today?
Right now we got spicy tea.
And there's Tilly, and I know where our pretties are at. It's T to the E.
Maybe.
And we are here, and it's your girl, McKay. Okay, we're just seeing all these people, everybody walking in the door. They look so fabulous. This is an elegant, classy event.
So we gotta act good tonight.
Yeah, we have to be on our best behavior.
Still gonna turn up.
For spicy tea. Y'all hear that?
Girl, what you sipping on?
I'm sipping on what is
What's
this?
the name of this?
A sangria.
It is a sangria.
It's a
And
sangria?
edible. I was going to say edible.
It's an edible sangria. We eat the straw and the cup.
And I'm bummed.
The line at the bar is getting a little long.
It's
so
getting
we
a
gotta
little
speed
heavy.
this up.
Well, who was ready for another drink?
She didn't even do her shot yet.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
You
yes.
supposed to do a shot? She got
I was doing one with Nick, but she took it like before I She could took
e-
hers. I took Yeah, mine. she You took take it fast. No, it's still over here.
The vibe here is just...
I thought that was
Okay, ladies, let's get back. Ladies, we have to play the part. Come on now, let's get on track.
Oh, tell them what we're going to do.
Tonight, we are podcasting, as I said, live from the Chic Chef Approach book signing by Chef Neek.
Why are you
I hope y'all can hear her.
By Chef Neek Fields. They can hear me, but this mic is really loud, so I think that's why I'm
Turn up the
whispering.
volume.
Yeah, volume. Okay, so as I said, we're at the book signing. Such a great opportunity for us to be here and podcast tonight. And network, yeah. We're getting out of our element. We're going beyond the podcast table.
We had a sleek podcast. This Chic. No, we
and
just
sleek
playing.
podcast. As we're getting into it, so tonight you're gonna hear various people on our behind the podcast mic with us tonight. We'll have so how can I say this? We can cut this out. I'm just rambling right now. So tonight we'll be having Tasty.
She don't change this lady name.
Tastes good and all, but damn.
Spicy. Tasty over here, a little spicy.
Man, okay. So as I was saying, I had a little drink in my system, so I can't talk straight.
Oh, you know what, Casey?
I didn't even. Oh wow! Did she just say what I think she said?
And we're not cutting that out.
Yeah,
Yes,
we.
you are.
No.
We're not editing
No,
that.
Navarre is in control of this podcast, so she's not cutting it out.
We got to get back on track, ladies. So tonight we are here. Okay, so ladies, we're gonna get back on track. Okay, you ready? You ready? Okay.
Off task tonight.
Yeah, we really are. Well, because we don't have anybody with us.
Yeah, just
So as I said, we're at the book signing. I probably said that about 1,000 times right now. And we are going to be interviewing various people. We're going to be interviewing people all around Arizona that are doing things, that are
Dressed to the T.
dressed to the Are we in Phoenix anymore? Are we in Phoenix anymore?
We're in Phoenix.
Oh, we're in Phoenix.
You didn't know we was in Phoenix?
Oh.
How do you get dressed up?
No, these people, everybody out there.
Yeah, they real nice.
We got a female
Oh, we got on pink sitting pretty dresses.
Tell them
We got
about
our
the
logos.
event.
Oh my gosh! As I was saying, I keep getting thrown off track. Like I said, we'll be
gotta step it up.
various people will be coming behind the podcast mic tonight with us this evening, and we'll just be asking them a few questions. You'll get to know a little bit probably about maybe 4 to 5 to 6 even people tonight, and we're just gonna ask them questions about what they're doing in the community and their
Talk to
possible
people about the book.
business ventures. And what did you say? and what brought them here to this lovely event tonight. It's amazing. Another drink, please.
I'm done with y'all. We ready.
We ready. So we'll be back, guys.
We'll be back. Peace. All right, so we are here with our first interview of the evening at the Chic Chef Approach book signing. We have here with us
I'm Diana.
Diana, and you are a food blogger, correct?
That is one of the things that I do, yeah.
One of the many things.
Many hats, many hats.
So, what got you interested in food blogging?
Well, you know, I tell you what, I've lived all over the world, and when I moved to Scottsdale, I was like trying to figure out where do I want to eat and whatever.
Right.
And I don't do chains. I want local businesses to thrive. And the thing that I don't like is when a local business goes out of business because no one knew about it.
Oh, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So I just kind of want to spread the word about good places, and I'll never write anything bad about a restaurant. Like if I don't like it, I just won't write anything. Right?
Really?
I'm just about promoting happiness.
Positivity.
Right? Just that's it. And especially when it's a female, you know, girl power, hey, right? So I'm all about that. But that's why I was very interested in coming here tonight.
Okay.
Cool.
That's
So
amazing.
you're gonna vlog about the food tonight, or?
If I get any. Pictures only go so far.
Yeah, exactly. I have a quick question. So, what's your favorite restaurant that you
Yeah, a couple of your
visited so
favorites.
far?
Oh, she took yours.
My favorite restaurant in Scottsdale right now. That's a hard one.
Or one of your favorites?
Well, one of my favorites would be Fat Ox. It's a little pricey. It's at Scottsdale and Lincoln. It's over there by Suamaya, also a great restaurant. But if you go there during happy hour, like especially if you go with a couple of your girlfriends, you can get like 3 different pastas for like $22, and then you all split them up. And so, I mean, that's what I like to do also is just kind of look at where I can get some deals, you know, and I'd rather not get one big, huge portion of something. I'd rather get a bunch of tiny, small portions. Because really, I want 2 bites. That's it. Like, I mean, unless it's amazing and give it the whole thing.
Like, to go.
But yeah, and so like that's what's so great about the happy hours, the reverse happy hours. You get save some money and get to try a bunch of different stuff.
Excellent.
That's awesome. Go ahead.
So have you become popular where they know who you are when you come in?
I have bright red hair.
Can't miss you.
And they're like, do I know you? I follow you on Instagram. So far, it's not winning me any free meals, but you know. I got
Yeah,
big
that should be
boobs,
the
so I
best.
usually get good drinks, so we're fine. Anyhow.
So, do you only food blog in the Scottsdale area, or is it anywhere else, like in the greater Phoenix area?
So, my Instagram is Diana's Insider's Guide to Scottsdale. So dig Scottsdale, right? DIG,
right now.
Diana's Insider's Guide. So I eventually want to have like a dig Paris, dig Dallas, dig New York, whatever. So I want to franchise it out. But most of my blogs are all about just what's happening in Scottsdale, what to do, where to go, what to see, who to talk to, you know, whatever. However, I was just in Dallas because I'm a Cowboys fan, but I wasn't there for football. I was there for work, and I found a great locally owned restaurant there too. So I went ahead because it was so amazing. I went ahead and wrote one article about Frisco.
Could you tell us the name of it?
The one in Frisco is called DeMario's. And actually, they opened on my birthday, which is the 28th of February. So they're almost 1 year open. But the chef, Luigi, is amazing. They do handmade pasta, handmade everything. And getting back to Fat Ox, the chef there, he also is the guy that has Mission, which have you been to Mission?
No.
Tomorrow, go to the Sunday Pig Out Brunch. It's like all you can eat pork shoulder for like $17. And it's like their drinks are amazing, vibes amazing. They've got one in Old Town and one in North Scottsdale. So same chef. Right?
That's awesome. We're going to have to...
I think, if I remember correctly, I think it's like 11 to 2 or 11 to whenever they run out of food, like that kind of thing. What's that? Oh, yeah, and they're on sale, too. Oh, yeah. They have all sorts of good drinks in there. So if you go to the one up in North Scottsdale, ask for Chris. He's a fantastic bartender. Right?
So do you dabble in the food truck industry as well?
No,
No?
because this weekend was this weekend is the food truck festival here at the Salt River Fields, And no, I don't. I really like to be able to sit down.
Because I'm a lady.
Well, did you see my heels? I do not want to be sinking into.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite type of food?
Oh, yeah.
Are you Italian? Because you keep talking about pasta. So
No, I'm really. If you ask me, I would say anything but Italian. But there's such good Italian restaurants here. You know, I like Mediterranean. I would definitely say French. You know, put me in the south of France. You know, that type of thing. Not so creamy. A lot of fish. You know, that kind of stuff. What about you? What do you like?
I'm Italian.
Italian. Okay.
And seafood.
Anything with seafood.
Oh yeah, that's seafood. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Do you have any seafood restaurants in Scottsdale that you would suggest?
Well, that's hard because it's kind of a chain, but not. And Ocean 44 just opened up. So Dominic's and Steak 44 and Ocean 44 are all locally owned. But it's kind of convoluted about, I don't really understand, like it was Mastro's and it wasn't and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I really want to recommend it because, you know, it's super high end and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, Coconuts is a great, like, everything's Hawaiian, right? They get the fish from Hawaii, everything. That place is good. And then Chula's Seafood down in Old Town. Chula's is bomb.com. Check them out on Instagram. Their food's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my husband's favorites.
Chula's?
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Those
have
people
it in
are.
the casino in Wild Horse Pass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, so that place is good.
Okay, I'm going to have you typing in my Wi-Fi. I had little issues with my Wi-Fi so that we can follow you.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead and shout out your Instagram one more
So
time?
we can find you.
Yeah, so my Instagram is Dig Scottsdale, and it's DIG Scottsdale. So you see the little pink
the very one
with
on top, right?
no, the one with the little padlock on it. So I'm like unlocking. It's like the secret, right? Unlocking the secret. Not such a great logo. Still working on that one. But,
Okay, cool.
So my website's Diana.com. So it's DIANNA.com, and so that where you can read about it. But
Excellent. So we're going to make sure we tag her when we post the podcast.
Oh, yeah, of course. Most definitely. Thank you so much,
you're welcome.
Diana.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
The
No
food is good
problem.
so far.
I can't wait for the review of the food.
Yes, we got to see it.
You're not the blogger.
Let her do her work.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
How was it?
Hello, we are back with our second guest of the evening. We have
Ivan Henson.
Ivan here with us tonight. Do you want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about what you do?
So I'm a student at Arizona State University. I'm also a fashion designer. I go to school for fashion, so it's kind of one of my hobbies to do, and I also run track at issue.
So what got you interested into fashion?
Probably just I kind of got interested in fashion during high school. So since then, like in my head, it was a hobby to me. Like I was like, this is cool. Like fashion's cool. I like clothes. Like I might as well make it a major. So like once I figured out ASU had a major for fashion, they just started that the year before I got there. I was like, I might as well do it.
That's perfect.
Cool. And what do you do, men, women, or all?
Right now, I'm in the men's streetwear side.
Okay.
I'm transitioning into women's.
So what age group do you think you're?
Probably young adults, like college students, high school students.
So that's your target audience?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
What events do you run in track?
I actually jump. I triple and long jump.
You look like a basketball player to me.
I did. I played basketball through high school. I got a couple offers to play basketball, but I was just an athlete in general, so I decided to run track. They gave me the money for that, so that's where I'm at. That's what I'm going to do.
What's the name of your clothing line?
The name of my clothing line is Cam Clothing.
Cam Clothing.
That came up. My middle name is Kim Burrell, so it's spelled KHAMBREL. So
One of our cousins' names is spelled just like
Cam
that.
Burrell,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's just
Exactly.
like that. That's
Exactly.
funny.
Oh, so we definitely want to know about that.
Right.
Yeah.
So how supportive are your peers and your friends?
I would say very supportive. They're always buying my stuff.
Okay.
At first, like as college and high school students, they're gonna ask for discounts, and you feel me? Like they're simply like, oh, let me get 50% off.
You're like, no,
none of that. But yeah, they always buy my stuff. Came out with a good 5 shirts, a couple of jerseys, some shorts, some hoodies. So just everyone around me just buys my stuff and is very supportive about that.
I can't wait to see it. We've been looking everybody up tonight.
Right, exactly.
Who
would you say some of your fashion inspirations are right now at this very moment?
I would say one of my biggest fashion inspirations is Virgil Abloh, the head designer of Louis Vuitton.
Okay. I didn't know.
He's got to support black business, so he's a black designer, head designer in Louis Vuitton. So him and probably I would say my other one is Heron Preston. He is like an individual designer, makes a lot of like streetwear clothes, which I kind of like very interested in. Although his side is like boutique like, so he doesn't sell a lot because he like actually produces his own clothes. Like he makes his own clothes, so it's gonna take a while to produce that.
Are you familiar with the black designer that designs Jay-Z's all of his suits? I can't think of his name, but they were just talking about it's a black individualized designer, but he does.
I probably know who you're talking about.
Suits. I can't think of his name.
I don't think I know his name.
Okay.
So given that, I'm going to talk about this. This may be a little, might step on a few people's toes, but given that you're into high fashion, how do you feel about this whole Gucci situation?
I knew that was coming. So basically, like the way I feel about it. Okay, so I had to talk about this in my recent class. It's called Social Aspects of Fashion. Basically, what we do is talk about the current events of fashion articles. So I kind of had a presentation on this. So my feel about the whole Gucci situation is like I feel like everyone knows like there's no way you can see that and let that release in my mind as a designer and know like that people aren't going to see the history of that.
Right.
And Gucci, I feel like it's too many people in that room to look at that certain item or clothing and just be like, oh, like that's cool, like yeah, that's acceptable, like people can wear that, like no, like no, that's not what you do, like you should be able to spot, like if everyone on social media, like 1 million, probably billion people see that and it's like that's racist, like you're not supposed to release that, then how are you gonna look at that and like,
so
not
do you think
tell.
That means they don't have enough people of color in those boardrooms making those
They don't.
decisions?
They're working on it now.
They don't, and they should be working on it. I feel like Gucci is they have probably a lot more foreign people in there than people of color. But there's also a lot of people of color that don't know their history and don't know
so they're
what's going on. So even if they're there, like they're gonna let it slide, and then there's people who are there for money. Right. So they're gonna be like I'm not gonna talk and then get my job cut. Yeah, and they look at me different. So it's a lot of sides to that situation, but I feel like everyone wasn't right in that situation. So
right, I completely agree. Do you ladies have any?
I have one question. Do you have a particular style that you look for, like urban wear? What do you have?
For myself or like
for your clothing line? Are you more urban or are you more?
I'm more urban. I'm not really in the like professional or like the suit. Yeah, professional wear. More of like urban wear, streetwear. Most of my stuff, like I feel like you're gonna wear out the house. So a lot of people who design stuff, and you're like, no one's gonna wear that outside. I mean, maybe when I like get there, I'm gonna be like, okay, like I can make this, and then no one's gonna wear it, but put it on the runway. But for right now, it's like I feel like I want to produce for people to wear, like people to experience their clothes and how they feel about what they're wearing. So.
And would you say this is for the everyday person, or would it be more high end and costly?
It's not very costly. I'd say everyday person.
Okay.
It's like in between. It's not like
You
some people price way higher than what their clothing is actually costing. So
to make.
Yeah.
So what's your Instagram so that we can kind of look at some of your stuff?
You can go ahead and say it.
Yeah, on the mic.
Oh, it's Cam Clothing, so it's spelled KHAM Clothing, and that's the Instagram.
Are you originally from Arizona?
No, I'm originally from Florida.
So we'll start following you, and then that way you can follow us back. Okay. So
absolutely.
we can see some of your stuff.
Okay. Do you feel like a lot of because I know the style in Florida and the way that they go about everything is completely different than it is in Phoenix. So do you feel that you're going to kind of incorporate that into your style and your fashion?
Yeah, I do. But at the same time, like, I feel like I've lived on both sides of the country. I feel like East Coast is a little bit slower in fashion than the West Coast is. But combining it, like, I feel like it's a lot of stuff that they have in common, but it's a lot of stuff they don't have in common. So I kind of try to hit those common areas so I can sell to everyone. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time and coming out to speak with us.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
we see you. You're going to be speaking to us now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want some urban gear.
Yeah.
We support.
For sure.
Thank you.
Right.
So we did start following
Especially
you on
make some lady
Instagram.
shirts for
Okay.
us.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I got a bunch of lady stuff coming out right now. So, and about the end of the month, I should have that in. So,
We're following you, so.
Right.
got
Follow us
you.
back and we're going to tag you in our interview.
I got you.
Did you want any other shout outs or anything you want to do before you?
Obviously, I'd say shout out to my mom and the Collective Shine.
Oh.
She's one of the co-owners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so shout out to them. They're doing big things, so I'm proud of my mom.
Yeah.
What she's doing. So had to
So we
raise.
might see you in Miami too, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You too.
All right. Thank you for spending some time with us.
We are back to back. We have another guest with us here tonight. We have Miss Jonice. She is you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
I am an attorney. I work for the county attorney's office as a criminal prosecutor.
Woo! Beautiful queen.
Right.
Yeah, beautiful queen.
So, how did you get into law?
I used to work at a treatment center for teenagers, and I worked there for about 5 years, and I noticed that they weren't really getting their needs met. So I was like, you know what? The only time they were getting their needs met was when their attorney was coming and talking to them. It's called like a guardian ad litem. And so I was like, you know what? I want to go to school for that. So I went to law school, did an internship with Cook County doing guardian ad litem work, and somehow found myself here in Phoenix.
Oh, excellent. We need
So, I'm interested in law school, correct?
Okay.
So, what advice would you give to someone that's going to go on a journey like that?
Know why you're interested.
Okay.
Are you in it to help people, which is totally good. Are you in it for the money? That's also good because law school is an investment. It takes up a lot of your time. Your first year, you cannot work. The second and third year is just about grinding and getting through your coursework, making connections. That third year is about finding a job. What people don't tell you is most people already have their job by the third year. And then that summer is just trying to pass the bar. So it is a big investment, and sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't. But the nice thing about having a law degree is that you can do a lot of different things.
Okay. Do you have children?
I do not.
No, not
Just
yet.
a rescue dog.
That's your baby, huh?
That's my baby, my boo. He's got more clothes than most kids.
So how you liking Phoenix?
I like Phoenix. It's been about 10 years. So
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if we'll stay, but
Where are you originally from?
Nebraska.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cold.
And made it all the way to Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, right?
Exactly. But I like Phoenix. I like the heat, but then I don't like the heat. So
You like this heat in January.
exactly. I like barbecuing in February. I don't like
May.
being barbecued in June. So yeah.
Exactly.
Is your career what brought you to Phoenix?
Yes, I actually was at a diversity career fair in Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
And I ended up meeting a juvenile bureau chief, and we ended up talking, and she was like, so you're not trying to apply for us? And I was like, well, I thought I was going to be a defense attorney, but yeah, I'll talk to you. She's like, well, let me tell you why you should be a prosecutor, because they need faces like you at the table, because you're going to have a different understanding when you're reading those police reports of what might have actually happened.
You're going to read between the
Exactly.
lines.
And so when you're like, well, like I had a case the other day, he was like, I need to charge this person. He said he was coming for him. And I was like, no, that doesn't mean that he was going to hurt him. Like, he's coming for his reputation. He's not going to physically hurt him. And he was like, okay, that just made the biggest difference, and I'm not going to charge this case.
Right.
And so they need a different perspective.
Exactly.
So,
That's
yeah.
awesome. I love that. Now, did you meet your husband out here?
I did.
See?
I did.
Arizona feels for a reason.
I know. Match.com. So
So
weird,
it works?
right?
It works?
It did work. I was like, I got my
Girl,
money's
let me
worth.
get started.
It works.
Get
Surprisingly.
out there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
cool.
So where are your prospects? You said maybe going somewhere else.
So we're looking at a couple of different cities. We're looking at Dallas, but everyone's saying maybe check out Austin. They said Austin is weird, but it's kind of good.
Dallas,
Weird.
I heard, is nice.
Yes, and then
The weather in Dallas is, it changes a lot.
mm-hmm.
So you gotta be careful with that.
So my husband's from Chicago, so we're not going back to Chicago.
You like Chicago? That's on the
We're
table?
not going to Nebraska. I really like Denver, so we're considering that. And then, so those are the main three. So we'll see. We're trying to stay away from snow, which Denver does not give us that. But they're really good about snow goes down, snow goes
Go away.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
So we'll see.
Gotcha. Cool.
Thank you.
Any shout outs
Oh yeah, any shout outs? Go ahead.
before we end?
Oh.
She's like, no, I'm not shouting out. Shout out tonight.
I would shout out my husband if he stayed down here for this event instead of being up at the bar drinking when there's drinks down here. He's like, I don't know, it's too pretty in here for him. He's like, there's some cool lights and there's pink everywhere. He's like, I just need to go up to the bar. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna come back down here, have me a couple of drinks, get my cookbook,
Do a podcast.
We had a
He's gonna be like, yeah, right.
Exactly. I'm gonna be like, I was on a podcast.
Facebook for us.
All
Oh, that's so
right.
funny. You're gonna be like, babe, I did a podcast. He's gonna be like,
He's gonna be like, what do you know about a podcast? I'm like, look, I know. I'm in on this.
We'll tag you in it when we
Alright.
post it though.
Thank you for
Well, here I am, ladies.
chat with us.
This was fun, and I won't be so nervous to do another podcast. I'm used to talking in front of like juries, but I get nervous for this.
Oh,
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so I just.
You guys don't believe this, all right. We've been married almost
I'm recording.
Oh, you are.
30 years,
Uh-huh.
and we got 5 grandkids. A new one just came on Valentine's Day.
Okay, go in there.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to be nosy. I'll find out.
And he walked in on the podcast.
Hey guys, about to be interviewed.
Oh, no.
You gotta let it all out.
All right, so we are back. We have 2 guests here with us, a husband and wife duo. You guys want to go ahead
We're here.
and introduce yourselves?
I'm Anthony. This is Daisy.
Daisy, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet
Hello.
you.
Nice to meet you.
So what brought you guys out to the event tonight?
Well, we had to support our friend Nikki with
Okay.
her book. We're so proud of her. We've been friends for about 9 years. So I met her in the mortgage industry. So yeah. And she's been there for me, and I've been there for her. So yeah, we're here
That's
for her.
awesome.
Yeah.
Great job.
Can you guys tell us a little bit about what you guys do? If you don't mind,
I'm a
yeah.
housewife right now.
Well, hey, which I don't mind.
You can use that cookie.
I will be using it. What do you do?
I'm a truck driver. I work for FedEx Freight. So I work nights. Not home all the time, but
Yeah.
I come home every day. I try to.
He tried to. He better try.
No, it's a dangerous industry. It's not a fun industry.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous industry. I see so many accidents.
Are you local or are you?
I go from Flagstaff, Arizona to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So, but I work all night. So I literally go in at 8 and come home at 9 in the morning.
So that's a
Yeah. So it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
hard.
working through the snow, the winter conditions is. I see a lot of bad
Are
stuff.
you guys Phoenix natives or?
No,
No?
we're actually from Santa Barbara, California.
Oh,
We were
okay.
born and raised there. Yeah, and then we came out to Scottsdale and brought our family. We have 2 girls and 1 boy. And been married for 32 years.
That's what he was just saying. Yeah, 5 grandbabies.
Yeah, we sure do.
Congratulations.
Just one. I just came into this world. Her birthday was on Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
She came. It's a blessing. So yeah, our kids are all out here now, so it's really nice. You know, one of them wanted to be a Cali girl. You know, the beach. Yeah.
You can tell her the lake.
I'm never going to Phoenix. I'm like,
Yeah. Once you have your kids, you're gonna want to bring them out here and raise them in the suburbs. You know, it's not in the city. You know.
Exactly.
So yeah, we have them all here. So I come back and forth from Flagstaff and visit. BG-ma, so that's what they call me.
Everybody got their own little name.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Tata.
So you guys live in Flagstaff?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys drove down here?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't even catch that. I thought you guys were like lived in Phoenix.
No. So I come back and forth.
So you guys are staying here the night, or?
Yeah, we have our house in Gilbert, so
cool.
yeah,
Okay.
so we go back and forth. But he's stationed in Flagstaff. So
Yeah, actually, I drove down by myself today.
yeah, today.
So you guys are there with the snow and all that. Oh, okay.
It's
I see how you
nice.
do that.
Yeah, I drove 2.5 hours through the snow to get down here.
Oh, okay. That was really nice to make it and support me.
Oh, I had
yeah,
to.
definitely.
Oh,
She
my
told
gosh,
me
I'm so
about
proud
it.
of
It
her.
was like,
Yeah.
you know, looking at all her pictures, her events going on, the success that she's having, you know, it's just there to be supportive.
It's
You know?
excellent.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. That's her goal, right? To be family oriented, to do all of this, and I said, why not?
And
you
how
know?
long have you guys been friends?
8 years. 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we
Yeah.
interviewed her like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Wow.
She cooked for
Oh.
us. Yeah.
I seen her on the news. I'm like, look at who's on the news. I'm like, damn, you go, girl. I'm like, shit. I'm like,
Release the podcast, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
we
you guys,
will.
do you guys listen to podcasts?
No.
Do you know what a podcast is? or-
Well, it's like a radio station type,
Yeah.
you know, it's on a schedule, right? You
Yes,
guys are on a
yeah.
schedule. So, yeah, he does.
So you guys,
yeah, you guys on series, right?
Huh?
You on series?
Serious
radio.
Yeah.
No, Sirius
Oh.
don't. They don't do podcasts.
No, they
yet.
don't.
They don't do podcasts yet.
Okay, I listen to a lot of series on the inside the truck.
Yeah, like Spotify.
Yeah.
Spotify?
SoundCloud,
Okay.
iHeartRadio,
So then you,
Okay, I'll
you have
download it
Spotify.
then.
YouTube, all
Okay.
that.
listen to it on the way home.
I will.
Okay, yeah, definitely, we will.
We had such
Definitely.
a good time with her. Yeah.
Aw.
She's great. She's great. She's funny.
So what do you have to say to Nick?
Yeah. She's done.
Aw.
He's
gonna hear this.
You know, he cried during her speech, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
and it brought tears to my eyes. I'm so proud of her, and you know, I've known her for a long time, and you know, God does works, and it's a blessing in the sky
And she's
for
very
her.
humble too.
Oh, she is.
Oh, very.
I mean, to
very.
bring the family together and want to have dinner together, we don't have that no more, and that's a very, very good example. Bringing the family back together and have dinner together
Yeah,
again.
and to
We
talk.
do
That's
not
what she
have
does
that
a
no
lot.
more at all.
Yeah. And
You know?
what way to start it is with friends, family. That's the way to spread the word. That's how it is. And
Yeah.
you know what? She's doing a great job with it. You know,
Yeah, she's doing it.
very proud of her, and I just wish more success and have the Lord bless her, continue to blessing her. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep. Yeah.
So you guys want to shout out your Instagram? You said it's a joint Instagram.
Follow you.
Yeah, look at that.
We have a joint Facebook.
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
always tells
Facebook.
everybody.
Yeah.
He's like,
Or Instagram.
we have joint Facebook, and I'm like, well, yeah, and everybody, you know, kind of frowns about that, and I go, well, if there's nothing to hide,
Yeah.
you know what? We've been together for so long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't nothing to hide. Shoot. Go ahead,
you
look
gotta
at my
keep it open.
Facebook.
Right? What are you hiding?
Right.
Nothing to hide. Same friends,
Yeah.
right?
You don't need no extra DM.
No, I'm too busy truck driving. I ain't got time for that. Hey, honey, let me know what's going on.
Oh, okay, we'll get it. Okay.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
no problem.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much coming out and
thank you.
sharing
Oh,
your love
thank
for
you.
me.
you.
Thank you for having us.
No problem.
Hey, I'm nosy. I don't know what's going on in there. She's like, I dare you to. I'm like, I'm going. Hey, you never know. I might get my fame someday.
That's what he said. He's like, you're not working anymore. I might as well do it my way.
Let's get their information.
See the suckers moving around.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
making it around.
I know. Yes, it's happening in here.
Right.
We in the right
Not for you.
spot.
Oh, I'm 21.
Okay, you just fresh into the. Okay,
Yeah.
let's warm up slowly. All right, let's
Right, 21.
have a first drink. Just first drink. All right.
Sure, we can say that.
Okay.
That ain't
We
her
can say
first
that.
one. She lying. I know she lying.
Jimmy going crazy. You ain't got. You don't have one of them suckers though, do you?
No.
All right, no suckers.
Can you get some pictures for her? Oh, she already got
All right,
it.
you ready?
Y'all ready whenever y'all are.
Okay.
Start talking and I'm here. Talk.
All
So
right.
let's introduce ourselves to him first. So.
Yes, okay. So,
Nick wants you real fast when you start talking.
okay, let's go.
Action.
Okay, so we are back. We're at the podcast table with one of our special interviewers of the night. So we're just going to go ahead and introduce ourselves to you before we start. Okay, I'm Nikay.
Spicy tea.
Kimmy. It's T to the E.
And Queen Bee.
All right.
And we have Mr.
Willie Taylor.
Okay, with us tonight. Yes, this is a good one. Yeah. All right. So, what brought you out here to Phoenix?
Well, I actually just moved from Phoenix, but I was out here doing a concert last night with Day 26 at Celebrity Theater.
Okay.
Yeah. And whenever I'm in the same city as Chef Nick, if she have an event, then I like to come out and show my support.
Right, and show your support. That's awesome.
She just brought me a book.
Wait, Willie having a monster birthday party?
I am April 7th with Chef Nick. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
April 7th in Chicago with Chef Nick.
Okay. That's awesome.
Is it gonna be cold here?
Right. Oh, no, that's April.
We from Phoenix, so
You
we
never
need to
know. You never know.
Okay.
You never know in
We'll check the
Chicago.
weather before we go.
Yeah.
It changes.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you born and raised in Chicago?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome. So, what do you have going on right now?
A lot, just movies,
lot?
really, mostly. I got 2 movies dropping this year. I got Chocolate City 3,
Oh.
and I have Gangland that drops this year.
Okay.
And Kinky dropped at the end of last year, which is just leaving theaters.
Okay.
Other than that, just on the road and just doing Day 26 stuff,
Day
along with my
26.
own stuff and things like that. So,
How's that going?
Right.
really good, real good.
Sing us a couple notes.
We did it. You sing me if you know.
I can't sing. I can't sing. You definitely don't want to hear us sing.
I want to hear.
She the only one got a little voice.
He wasn't the best with a melodious voice.
Right.
Yeah. You
Along
would
with a few of these, huh?
Right, I was just saying, you'd be running out of here.
Right.
You would be
Yeah, we
running
would
out
run
of
you
here.
out of here. Yeah.
I don't believe it.
I could be a hype girl, but
Yeah,
we could be hype girls for them.
I'll be the running man.
You said you got a few A's in you, huh? I can hype you up. You can go. Yeah.
So, have you feel like you transitioned more into the acting scene rather than music, or are you just balancing both right now?
Balancing both. I mean, music is always going to be a part of me.
Gotcha,
I mean,
right.
that's always my first passion, my first love. I've done a lot in music. But acting, when I got into it in 2012 from a stage play with David E. Talbert, it kind of just struck a bug, and I just continued to do it and enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So anything with any new reality shows or anything?
No, I did. I'm 7 seasons of reality shows in. I just want to call it all joy. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, enough of that. You know, just more scripted TV or movies and stage plays. I enjoy doing those as well as the music.
Right.
Less drama, right?
Yeah, you know.
But real drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, real.
Yeah,
That's considered drama.
Just,
oh yeah, drama like drama.
Who likes drama?
Theater.
Yeah, no.
So you say you just moved from Arizona?
Yeah, I just moved. Yeah, East Mesa.
Oh, you were here. Huh? You were standing in the cut.
I was in East Mesa.
From Phoenix or?
No, I'm from Chicago. I spent a lot of time in LA, and then I came here.
Okay.
My wife didn't agree with it. She thought it was boring. So I had to try to figure out what was going to work for her. And family is back in Chicago.
Not that bad here, though.
It's not. She was pregnant though. And then we said during the time that she was pregnant and
It was the summer
just
time.
dropping. It was summer.
Okay, so that explains everything.
You know, so she didn't want to go outside. She didn't want to do nothing. And I'm always traveling. So with me traveling, she's like, "You having a great time," but I'm sitting here.
Lord.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, all right, well, let's figure this out.
Okay.
Happy wife, happy life.
Right.
You know?
Say that again.
Yes, say
And
that
happy
again.
wife, happy life.
Look, one more time.
Okay. Happy wife, happy life. I'm out of here. No.
Told you we can hype it up.
No, that's right.
Phoenix, though, right? Arizona.
Say it again.
You still rock with Arizona?
Oh yeah, always. I did before I even moved here. Yeah, because I got a few friends here that's into the club scene and things like that. So I had been coming out here at least 3 to 4 times a year anyway. So I kind of knew.
What's the hottest club to you here in Phoenix?
I like international and
Men.
International. Yeah.
You like men, huh?
Well, we had a table when we went there. It's nice though. What's her name? Does men, doesn't she?
Allie.
Allie.
You friends always when I seen you on her things.
Probably so. Yeah. I know Dave Chamber and Q and Black and the Doobie Boys and
Thash Chamber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the DJ name?
Cooper's.
Yep.
DJ Freshman.
Yep.
DJ Freshman.
Okay.
Yep. I know him too. Yep.
We know all them.
So my question for you, because I know you from reality TV, honestly. How did
she bringing the
what
drama.
impact did reality TV you feel have on your life that made you decide that you don't want to do that anymore?
Just drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured.
You know, some people I'm more mild mannered.
Right.
You know, so I do what I do, but I don't like to just be in a lot of drama.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like if you ain't pushing a lot of drama for reality TV, then you become somebody. Yeah, come on, you're gonna do something at some point.
Right. Yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah, you know. So you know, and it's a lot of
make stuff
and it's a lot. Yeah, and it's a lot of other drama-filled people in the world who just would thrive off of that opportunity. You know, so for me, it's just not me. You know,
a camera when you wake up. No, thank you.
So given that you've been spent a lot of time in Phoenix, how do you feel about the upcoming Phoenix industry music-wise?
I don't know a lot about it.
No,
yeah. So you had to tell me about it for me. I don't know. No, I didn't. I wasn't out here doing music. I was just doing the family thing and out of Yeah.
All right. So is there any shout-outs or anything that you would like to get off your chest?
Oh well, Day 26 has a new EP out right now. It's entitled A New Day. 6 songs, amazing records, true R&B, and Kinky is out now.
Kinky?
That's the movie. It's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
It's a movie. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, no. Kinky the movie.
How kinky is
Kinky the movie.
How kinky is the movie?
Yeah. She got to put these drinks down. What drink is this? Number what?
Number 2.
No. So yeah, Kinky just left theaters. I got Chocolate City 3 on its way this year. Gangland on its way this year, and just keeping everything moving. You know? So yeah. WillieTaylor.com is the website, so check me out there, and everything else is there. So,
thank you so much for coming to sit down with us.
No, thanks for having me.
It was
no
nice
problem.
To meet you.
Nice to meet
you.
you.
too.
We need to start following him.
All right.
Instagram.
Yeah, follow me.
You already followed.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sitting down with us.
Yes.
All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. And could you introduce yourself one more time?
My name is Brandon Hunt. I go by B Hunt.
Okay. We
Yes.
are Sitting Pretty podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice
Okay.
to meet you.
And I'm Queen B.
Queen
T
B.
to the E.
It's Kimmy.
Spicy tea.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, you said Nikkei?
Yeah.
Okay.
And introduce your.
Carmina.
Carmina.
Roll it.
Roll with it.
Just roll with it.
All right, and can
Yes.
you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Oh, let me go live real quick. Let me go live.
Okay, cool.
So I'm a celebrity stylist, designer. So I style and design clothes for celebrities as well as regular people,
Right.
civilians. And so thank you, I appreciate it. I'm about to open up a shop.
Okay.
Beginning of March.
Okay.
So I'll have a physical shop. I have an online shop right now.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
Can you shout that out on your Instagram?
Le Vintage Apparel. Le Vintage Apparel. Add my personal official B Hunt as well. And so,
Okay, good.
yes.
Where's your shop going to be?
It's going to be located in Scottsdale.
Okay.
Located in Scottsdale. It's a vintage shop as well as like we have modern like styles as well, but mostly vintage and just anything dope, really.
Right.
Anything dope.
Anything dope. That's
Yes.
a slogan.
Yes.
Anything dope.
Anything dope. Anything and everything dope.
You should your commercial.
Anything dope.
Yes.
Is it men, women?
Men's, women's, and kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So y'all got kids?
I do.
I know somebody got some kids.
Right here. That's my kid right there.
Yeah. So men's, women's, and kids clothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who was your favorite celebrity that you
Have style.
Oh, probably the most recent one is her name is Danny Lee.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She just came out here for concert, right?
Yeah, I started for a concert, and it was super dope. I was on stage with her, and it was just I don't know, it was a vibe. It was crazy to be on stage with her and really connect with her. So yeah.
So go ahead.
No,
so what do you feel? What is the most like beneficial or what like feeling do you get when you get like the perfect outfit or like how do you even go about all that?
Listen, I don't even know. I really don't know. I literally just pick out like a piece. Like okay, like today I was like okay, I need to wear this blazer, so I need to figure out something to go with it. Right. So I go off one piece and then I build.
Okay, so then start off today. How did you style yourself? Because you look good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Today I saw the blazer and I'm like, okay, you need to wear that.
Oh, she
and I wanna be fly, but I don't wanna be too fly. I just wanna like chill. So let me throw on some jeans, you know, and throw on the Chelsea boots, you know. So besides that, it was really I don't even feel like I'm really dressed to how I really want to be dressed, but I just said I want to be chill and still be fly at the same time. Yeah. So they know, like, okay, he's fly, but he's just chilling at the same time.
Yeah, he's fly.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically just pick one piece and then build off that piece, yeah.
So you started with the blazer.
I did start with the blazer. And then everything else just came from that, yeah.
Down to the glasses?
Down to the glasses. The glasses were the last piece.
Okay.
I was like, okay, it just needs something else. So I had these on earlier. See, let me tell you guys, as a stylist, you got to be prepared. So I have glasses like when I'm outside, and then you got to switch it up when you get on inside.
Right. So
let me show y'all. I just had like some little I'll show y'all how it looks.
So had the sun been out.
Had the sun been out, I would have been me.
I love it.
Thank you. Yes. So
what would you say, or who? Well, I won't say who because I don't want you to call the names. What would you say has been your most challenging situation, person to style without necessarily naming them?
Oh man, people are difficult, especially when it comes to styling because people are kind of set in their ways and they want to. One of my most important things when I style people is to make them feel comfortable. I kind of want to get to know them as well as make them kind of step out of their comfort zone.
Gotcha.
And so just dealing with people that are not willing to try anything.
They're like, no.
I'm like, well, dang, can we at least try this? But the good thing about it is after it's all said and done, they're like, okay, I kind of like, I did look fly. I got a compliment. It made me feel good.
You had to fight them.
Yeah. So that's probably my biggest struggle. But outside of that, I love it.
Okay. I love it. Now, I have a question. At what age did you realize you were interested in fashion?
I honestly feel like I've been interested in fashion since I was little. Just because my parents just dressed me up fly. I never want to get dirty. I was on the playground and I did not have a crease on my shirt.
Once you start crying, you get dirt on you.
I was fresh.
The day was over.
And so, but I've been in styling and designing probably like the last professionally probably like the last 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
But you've been clean since you was.
I've been clean since I was little. Yes.
And are you from Phoenix?
I'm not originally from Phoenix. I'm from Michigan. I've been out here most of my life.
Oh.
So I can say I'm from Phoenix. I don't necessarily want to claim Phoenix.
Right, exactly.
But I like, you know what? Because I feel like Phoenix does not have like the culture that I need.
But
and, like,
people are coming here. I think it's
people are coming here.
Yeah.
I do believe that probably within the next 5-10 years that it'll be like in LA.
Yeah.
Close to in LA. Close to in LA. So, yeah. Sixth largest city, so it's a lot of growth. And I love Phoenix because this is where I started my business, and this is where I made a name for myself and kind of grew. So I in 2015 I did a fashion show for Phoenix Fashion Week. And and I won like it was a styling competition. So that's kind of what pushed my career like to the next level.
Okay. Yeah. And especially you want to be here before the boom hits.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can be like, I was here.
And that's why I want to open up a store here.
Exactly.
So I'm about to move, but I want to open up a store here and have my hub like here in Arizona.
Okay.
Because
then he's gonna be like SittingPretty. I don't know. Y'all.
Like, yes, I won't forget y'all. I'll have y'all come through. Yes.
So do you have any shout outs that you want to give, and then also shouting out your social media? Where people can find you?
I'll just shout out my social medias, La Vintage Apparel and Official B Hunt. So shop La Vintage Apparel.
Right.
March 1st, we'll be opening up our physical shop, Scottsdale. So I'll keep you guys updated as far as, the location and everything. So thank you guys for having me.
And we'll tag you in our post.
Yes.
Drop our
So
podcast.
how long have you guys been having the podcast?
A year.
Okay.
Almost a year and a
August
half.
was a year,
Nice.
so about a year and a half. Yeah.
So tell me this. What made you guys start the podcast?
It's a whole bunch of my son does a podcast.
Okay.
And he kind of like threw us into it, and we've just been going from there.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out Pod
Yeah.
Son.
Oh, shout out Pod Son
Yes,
Radio.
yes.
Yeah, so.
You said what?
Pod Son.
Okay, I think I've heard of that before.
Yeah. So we went
Nice.
from there, and we've just been rolling.
Okay.
Ever since.
I wanna start a podcast or like more like a YouTube channel. Yeah.
Just do it. Believe me, just start it and do it.
Yeah.
That's what
Because
people
if
say.
you keep thinking about it, because he told us like maybe 2 to 3 months before we started.
Mm-hmm.
So just do it.
Just do it.
With fashion and you wearing some hot stuff, they're gonna be watching. That's
what they say. Like once they see it, they're gonna be like, okay, let me click.
Yeah.
Get a click. Get a little subscribe.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's just started a YouTube channel.
Okay. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna have to subscribe.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Boyfriend.
Okay. You got a little boo YouTube. Okay. Nice.
But before we close out, though, what do you want to say to Nick on her special day?
Congratulations. This book is crazy. And if y'all seen his recipes, they look too good.
She came on our podcast.
Oh, my goodness.
And she cooked for us.
Did she?
Made martinis.
Yes.
Yeah,
She really hooks it up every single
God,
time.
yes.
So I'm
So
very
classy.
proud of her, and she's doing big things. She's doing Hell's Kitchen, she said. So I'm excited about that. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Shout out Nick.
Shout out Nick. Yes.
Yeah, I'll be watching Hell's Kitchen.
Absolutely.
Go Nick.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming to
I
sit with
appreciate
us.
you guys.
Okay, so make sure you follow us. We're gonna follow you like
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll tag you on our post and everything.
Yes.
And then you can see her YouTube from there.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, I appreciate you guys.
Say this, Brandon.
All right, we are back
Who are
on
you
the
people?
mic.
Get out of here.
We have another guest with us tonight. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name is Mostly Jelani of Best Boy Images. That's BESTVOY Images. And if you're wondering what that weird name is about, VOY stands for version of yourself, meaning that you can take the images and create the best version of yourself.
Watch out. You are answering our first question.
Right, exactly. So what brought you to the event tonight?
Well, what brought me to the event is I'm really close to Nick, and if you look on the cover of the book and the back of those books, those amazing images were taken by myself.
That's awesome.
Okay. Congrats.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So how did you get into photography?
Oh gosh, I got into photography back in 1987.
Okay.
I picked up my first camera, a 110 camera. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It's the long rectangular one that looks like a cassette. I picked that up and I fell in love. And then by the time I went to college at Mississippi Valley State University in 1991, I got on the yearbook staff and I haven't looked back since.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Yes.
So how was that transition between like working with cameras back then to now, and how much have they grown?
You know, what's interesting is I stopped doing photography for a little while because I have a degree in computer science. So I got into the editing side for a minute because after I learned how to take pictures when we had film.
Right.
So I still shoot like that, which means I don't have to do a lot of editing at the end, which worked out great for me because last weekend I was at New York Fashion Week shooting.
I seen that.
And so when you take those pictures, they want them almost like the next day.
Right.
So if you take them in such a way that you think, I can go into editing and post and I can do that. And there are certain times you can do that. However, nowadays you need to be able to have the eye to know when you shoot it, you know what you want to do. And then that way, if you're going to do some editing, it should be something that you do smooth, that you can apply to all your images and then just get them out. I would say that I got all my images out from New York Fashion Week, but I'm still working on them because
I've seen a few of them.
Yeah, I took like 3,000 pictures that weekend.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So it was it was a nice trip. I had fun. I met a lot of interesting and nice people, so that's why I helped them.
And when did you get back?
Interesting and nice.
I got back. I actually got back. Right, interesting and nice. Because some people are just interested. You was like, you're interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you caught that. Yeah. So I got back Sunday. So so I've been back since Sunday, and I've had a couple other projects that I've been working on. So I constantly stay busy, and
That's good.
it's interesting that I have enough time for photography because I also have a clothing business.
Tell us
I
a little bit.
I actually made this. I made this right now. So
You got
I
a
do.
shout out that you got an Instagram for that as well? Or
I
no?
do. It's at Mosi Collection, MOSI Collection. I sell African-inspired clothing and products.
Oh.
So it's a lot. When you're looking for something African, hit me up and on the site. But please don't go to another website and find a picture and say, "Hey, can you get me this?" No, I can get you what I have on my website.
Okay, gotcha.
So and I get what people are trying to do. They say, "Hey, I want to support you, but if you want to support me, support what I have, not what I can go get." So that's one of the things
I'm not
that.
your stylist. I am.
Right, there you go.
This is what I got for you.
Right. So it's interesting. I have fun. So it being actually being a stylist and having my own clothing line makes me a better photographer. And the reason why, because I wasn't doing fashion, I wasn't doing runway for a long time. And my best friend, Thea Bay, she's a model here. She's like, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing runway?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Well, why don't you come do one?" And I kind of feel it. I have a love-hate relationship with doing runway because you have certain things that you're trying to get, you're trying to see, and then you have some models that know how to do the runway, and then you have some that come by so fast, it's like, wait, what the, if you don't, like
they're not stopping fast
right,
enough for a
and
picture.
when you get to the end of the runway, most models know that's your runway. You got 3 seconds, and then you turn around and you walk off, but some of them, they get to the end, they turn around and go right back, and you don't get that shot. And
But that's their loss then. At that
right,
point,
it is their loss. But at the end of the day, you have a designer who wants those designs and trying to make sure they got good pictures. So for me, being someone who is a designer, I know how to, when they're walking down the runway, get that. And even if they don't stop at the end, so I can get that good picture, it helps to be able to have the aspect of know what I would want, so that way I can take the picture for the designer. And then also for the models, because the models, in spite of them, I'll say this and I'll probably get crucified, but when they're on the runway, it's not about them. It's about the clothing they're in. But they want the picture, so I try to do the best of both worlds. I try and get something good for the designer, and then get a great picture for the model so she can post it and say, "Hey, look what I did."
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
So, what do you have to say to Nick and her recent book release? You have any shout outs for her?
Man, wherever she goes, I'm going with her. Like it was like one day she just called me. I did her birthday shoot, and we just kind of clicked. You know how you find certain people that just like family, like with Nick, it just
it was instant.
It was just instant. I can call her and like, "Look, I ain't heard from you in a week. Like, what's your problem? Don't make me come over." And what's crazy is we both live out in Buckeye, so if she doesn't live too far from me, I'm like, "Don't make me just drive out of the house and just knock on the door. I'll be sitting outside." So and I know she's really busy. So we just have a great relationship, and awesome. I love the fact that she knows she can call me. I remember one time she had an event in LA that she was doing where Tashina Arnold's daughter was doing she's a photographer too, and she was doing like a little gallery thing, and she asked me, she said, hey, can you come? And I had the flu. I was just dying. I could not get out of bed. I love this woman so much, I was like, I can't drive, but I'll come. I got out the bed, Rakim drove, and I went, and I did it. I wouldn't have done that for anybody else.
Really?
So that's the relationship we have.
That's
amazing.
So.
That's beautiful. Yes. Everybody needs that support.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it gets difficult, especially knowing what she has to do. And I keep telling her, I was like, you need an assistant. Because every now and then I'll fuss at her, and she's like, well, you know. And then she sends me this screenshot of 534 text messages she ain't responded to. I'm like, okay, still, you need an assistant. But she's trying to, she's trying to do everything. And I can't blame her because, when you have that creative mind and you're an entrepreneur, you want everything done the way you want it.
Exactly.
And it's hard to let go of it because when you have a vision,
you want to play it out.
Right.
Yeah.
So seeing her operate in that realm of saying, I want to make sure I have my hands on everything, but at the same time, me being the same way, because I have 3 businesses, trying to make sure that you have a balance to be able to do everything and then still have your balance where you're able to have fun. Yeah. So it's cool to be able to have someone that understands that creative process that happens in being an entrepreneur and trying to have that work-life balance. Because we fuss each other, we love each other, and we tell each other, like, look, that ain't going to work or whatever the case may be. So it's nice to have somebody that understands and not somebody just going to be like, oh, man, you can't do that because they're too scared to do it themselves.
Yeah.
So that's trying to stay away from those people and be connected with people who are trying to get to the next level.
Thank you so much for coming to sit down with
Thank
us.
you. Since I got pulled in, I was like, okay. I was working, and it was like, why you on the mic? I was like, oh, okay, I can come in and talk.
Of course.
So,
yes, thank you for joining us.
not a problem. Cool.
You
All
got
right.
bullied, but thank you.
Hey, this is by some beautiful women, so I can't be mad.
Thank you.
Man, you know what? I just want to give a shout out to all of the amazing models that work with me because, photography is one of those things that people think you just get good and that's just where you are. For me, it's about practicing. I practice almost every day. There are certain models that I can call right now. Like, for instance, I mentioned Thea Bay. Thea is my creative director. She's my makeup artist. She's my best friend. We do a whole bunch of stuff together. Follow her on Instagram at Thea Bay. THAIA is really crazy. BEY. She is amazing. Shout out to Nikita Ware. She can, I can call her. She can help me out. Terza is another one that I can call. Raluca. She's another model that I can just call and say, hey, I got this idea in my head. I want to practice and see how it works. Because what happens is when you have those people as a photographer that you can just call and practice concepts on, so that way when I get somebody who's paying, I can just go ahead and do it, whatever. Because sometimes I think about stuff. Yeah. I think about stuff, and it's like, I wonder if that would work. And I don't want to just practice when I get somebody and they're paying for it. So, it helps to have those kind of people.
You got to practice before you.
And then when you say that, people are like, are you practicing? I'm like, well, when you go to the doctor, think about it. The doctor practices. They don't.
Oh, every day. That's
what
they call it. Isn't it called
Right. Lawyers practice. Right. And I say that to people, and they go, oh, right. I say, I don't feel like I'm the best. I don't feel like I'm the worst. I feel like I'm the best at what I do. Exactly. I'm not trying to be better than anybody else. I have a particular style. I like it. Other people like it. Some people don't. There's some photographers I see do some crazy stuff. I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. And then some other photographers, I'm like, ooh, why'd you do that? But we all have a different eye. Yeah. And I think that's what helps us to be able to
find what you like.
Right, what you like.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
Have a nice day.
People be like, Navarre, it don't ever bother you when people call you bougie? No. And I'm about to tell y'all why. Yeah. Bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang. Huh? Got 2 necklaces from Tiffany's. My ice 10 times your nose ring. Your black off before you get got. I'ma knock you with my rose gold wristwatch. Y'all think this is a game, but I'm spitting facts. My middle name Bougie, so you know it's rap. Bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang. Got 2 necklaces from Tiffany's. My ice 10 times your nose ring. You better back off before you get got. I'ma knock you with my rose gold wristwatch. Y'all think this is a game, but I'm spitting facts. My middle name Bougie, so you know it's raps. Yeah, double C's on my eyes, so I'm seeing clear. Just left the dealership, I'm a swerve and stare. On the loop 202, and I'm headed near you. What? Okay, I might just pull up in the Accord, but don't worry, got the X3 keys in the door. What more can y'all even ask for? Fan first, pod son, sitting pretty, we on, yeah, we about to be litty on the moon, and we got new work coming real soon. And as for you, you should have been on, cause we about to take over the whole damn zone. We doing this as a team, so we all about to be flashy, what bling bling. Right, get it, but back to me. 800 on some bundles, that's nothing. A stack on some shoes, that's nothing. I know it's something to you, so why are y'all frontin'? Got 3 jobs, so you know your girl be hustling. I really just like nice stuff, so I'm not frontin' for nobody. Like y'all weak ass little thotties. Gotta call your sugar daddy just to buy an entree. But please don't get it twisted. Come try me and you might get your wig lifted. My daddy taught me well, so I don't with the snitches. Nah. Just know I'm bougie, and you gotta what? Deal with it. Bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang. Bougie. Got 2 necklaces from Tiffany's. My ice 10 times, your nose ring. You better back off before you get got. I'ma knock you with my rose gold wristwatch. Y'all think this is a game, but I'm spitting facts. My middle name Bougie, so you